Hi guys, welcome to the Occult Raven. I'm Kendra. So I am going to be putting out a few videos today. I'll be uploading a few videos today, and I just want to put this out really quickly. It is something that I hear in the occult / spiritual community on a lot of different platforms, and I just kind of want to lend my voice to the whole idea, the notion behind it is all about your intentions, right? And I put up quotations because, and I'm not being sarcastic at all, it is because that phrase is being given out for a lot of things. And I just want to be very clear in the notion of your intentions versus science, okay? Because if you are doing anything that is going to enact change in your life, and I mean, obviously I'm talking about positive change in your life. I don't know who would want to wreak havoc or make themselves less abundant or enact negative change in their life. So if you are doing anything to enact positive change in your life, and let's also be clear about this. This change is measurable, okay? In terms of, and it can be tangible or intangible, okay? It can be measurable as you feel like you really enacted change in your life on an emotional level, or on actually, let me not say that, on a level of spiritual enlightenment where this, that, and the third has happened, and that you can measure instances, things that have happened, okay? Or you feel like, you know, maybe you enacted change in your life that has brought you out of a depression, or you have enacted change in your life that has brought you a great love in your life, okay? We are talking about measurable instances, tangible and intangible. You know, you enacted change in your life that brought you a job. Hello. Okay, new check, new money, coins. So that is measurable, okay? You now have a new job. You now have a new job with great pay. It's in your hand. You can measure that, right? Which is really what we need to be looking for when we're talking about, you know, manifesting or anything on that level. These things are measurable, which is why it is a science, okay? Don't let me get too far off of the topic, but hopefully you know or you understand what I'm saying. So it is all about your intentions. Understand that a great deal of what you are doing to actually enact this change in your life, the tools that you are using, be it you know, candle magic, a particular spiritual path, working with a particular deity, a saint, mudras, mantras, yogic science, whatever you are doing, okay? Those are the tools that are going to enact this change in your life, right? These tools have a science behind it. Okay, all of them, because they are virtually all the same thing, right? They're the same. It's the same thing, just different names. Okay, they just come from different places. Whether you're talking about Kemetic yoga, Vedic sciences, Greek mythology, you name it, it is all the same thing wrapped up in a different bow. Okay, because clearly we all come from different places, right? Something that resonates with you know, people from a particular place is supposed to look like them, sound like them, that whole bit. Why? Because that is the science of humanity. We resonate more with things that we can relate to, okay? And obviously people, you know, we resonate with things that are not with us. That is true spiritual development, okay? You can probably see behind me my Ganesha. So my Lord Ganesha over there. But, you know, getting back to the whole notion of your intention is everything. It is not. I'm sorry to burst bubbles, but whatever tools you are using to enact measurable change in your life, they have a science behind them, okay? And what is the science? Our minds are wonderful tools. We are all magical people, and we are all working in accordance with one divine mind. We are all working in accordance with our higher self. So you have to be working in accordance with whatever it is that you're dealing with and the science behind it, okay? If you are, let's say, for instance, you wanted to do mantras to enact change in your life and chanting, which is extremely powerful. If you are not, and I'm kind of laughing here because I have heard this time and time again, which just makes me cringe. If you are not saying the mantra correctly, you're not enacting change. Okay? Real simple. Listen, everything has a science behind it. Whether you're talking about color frequencies, that is a complete science. You're talking about candle magic, fire, the use of fire has a complete science wrapped around it. Vibratory sounds, okay? Mantras, the way that things sound, the way that sound letters are put together. These are scientific things, okay? So if you are not saying the mantra correctly, you might as well be saying peanut butter and jelly, okay? I'm not trying to be funny here, but you know, you have to recognize that if you want to enact real change in your life on a positive level, things that you can measure, because I don't know who would want to enact change in their life that they can't see, that is not measurable. What are you doing in? Okay, then you have to get focused and serious about learning the sciences behind whatever it is that you're doing. For another example, the use of deities, the use of spiritual energies by name. Okay, for instance, if you are, you want to get into, let's say Palo Mayombe, there is a science behind each and every spiritual energy by name that is used, okay? There's a science behind these things, right? So if you want to work with, Ochun, okay? You need to understand the science behind that particular energy, right? You got to understand the science behind it. You can't go out there willy-nilly just doing this, that you are not enacting, or you will not enact real change in your life that is measurable, okay? I think that this is a really, and I may do another video and go more in depth behind the understanding of using your mind. This is a science. Your mind is a science. Your intentions can roughly be broken down to emotion, okay? Your emotion behind it, your intention. You know, do you want to enact a particular change in your life to get back at somebody? Or do you want to enact particular things in your life, a change in your life, so, you can go after this or go after that in a matter that will not be so positive for the next person, right? Your intention is a tool, absolutely, 100%, but it is not a science, okay? It is not a science. This is a science, understanding how color frequencies work with your brain frequencies, understanding how vibratory sounds touch the taste of things, fire, the use of candle magic, understanding that these things, mudras, yogic movements, these things work very specifically with the science of the mind. And the science of the mind, when you click it up here, then that means you are pulling in frequencies, gathering frequencies that work with your higher self, everyone's one divine mind. Okay? So guys, just understand that. I may sound a little intense about this, but I just hear the whole, it is all about your intentions for every single thing. But we need to, as occult practitioners, right? Magicians, sorcerers, witches, warlocks, however you would like to call it, okay? It is an occult practice, right? And we have to understand the difference between using an emotion, an intention, right? As opposed to using pure science. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Share, like, subscribe, and stay magical. I'll be putting up a couple more videos, so stay tuned. Be blessed, guys. Peace.